This is an interesting grammatical question. And the answer is yes, Jesus is God and God was in Christ because they are one thing. Let me try to answer this question slightly differently. Here's a piece of paper. And here's a pen. Now, where are the mathematicians in the room? Well, there are only 5 who are willing to admit it. That is shameful in our culture. My daughter said to me as we were walking here this morning, join the geek squad, we have pi. Now you know the kind of family I have to live with. Now, we're going to do something about image and projection. Now, have you ever done this, where you take an object and you shine a light before it and you make a projection on the screen? Have you ever done that? If you take a line that has one dimension, just a thin line, okay? Let me see if I can draw it here. It's too bad it can't be bigger. Oop. It has one dimension. Let's suppose I take the line and I hold it against the paper and I put a light behind it. What will you see? A dot, okay? Mathematically speaking, dots have no dimensions. So the image of the one-dimensional object is 0. Now let's suppose I have a square. You can see my wonderful drawing here. Square has 2 dimensions. Do you feel like you're back in school? Has length and breadth. Right, you take a square, imagine like a piece of paper, you turn it, you shine a light. What will the projection be? What will you see? The answer is a straight line. Okay, it has 1 dimension. Then I take a cube. Okay? Now, a cube has 3 dimensions, length, breadth, and height. I hold it in front of the paper, I shine a light behind it, what do I see? I see a square. So there, 3 becomes 2. The object has 3 dimensions, the image, its projection, has 2 dimensions. Now imagine this. Imagine you live in a world of 2 dimensions only. There's length and there's breadth, but there's no height. And this world is filled with imperfect squares. Okay? Every square is broken. And into that world comes a perfect square. And the perfect square says to the imperfect squares, whoever has seen me has seen the cube. Now, is the square telling the truth or is he lying? No, everyone's scared to answer at this point. In a 2-dimensional world, what is the fullest possible representation of a cube? A square. So he's right. The square is saying, in this world of yours, I am the fullest image and representation of the cube. We live not just in a 3-dimensional world, but one of at least 4 dimensions that we're familiar with day to day: length, breadth, height, and time. And Jesus Christ comes into this world bearing the image of God. And Jesus says, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. Does that mean there is nothing more to God than what we see in the person of Christ as a historical figure? And the answer is no, there is something more. But in a 3-dimensional world of space and time, Jesus Christ is the fullest possible expression of who God is possible. If you have seen him, you have seen the Father. And one day, you'll get to see even more than that. Now, these answers are very deep, but your questions were very hard.